Scams and fraud are not just the most commonly reported crimes, but also they're an industry worth billions of pounds. Now, in the UK, we've become such popular targets that we've become known as the fraud capital of the world. Scams are ever evolving, but there are always easy ways to make sure your money stays safe and you don't get caught out. One thing scammers are really good at is changing up their tactics. They always like to keep up with technology, new platforms, and news trends. But there are some scams out there that are so successful that scammers keep using them over and over and over again because they work.
The mum and dad scam is still a very effective method of fraudulently taking money from unsuspecting people. It works by crooks sending unsolicited text messages to random people pretending to be a child in trouble needing money, as Judith from Somerset was to find out. At the time, Judith didn't find the message out of the ordinary at all.
Tell me about the first message.
The first message I received just said something like, "Hi, Mum, my phone is damaged, water damage, dropped it in the sink," something like that.
What was your first response?
My first response was, I said, "Who are you?"
Yeah.
And she said, "The eldest."
Clever.
Very clever. And she said, "Mum, this is really urgent. I need some money before Wednesday. I'll pay you back Wednesday."
Did it go through your mind at all to check maybe with the old number and see if the old one was still working?
Not at all, because I believed it had been damaged in the sink.
Judith did ask the right questions and suggested she called her daughter to discuss it, but the person pretending to be her daughter was full of good excuses as to why she couldn't take the call.
When I put the details in, the bank came back saying that the name didn't match with the account number. And so I then went back to her again, saying, the bank is concerned about this, they're not the right things. But the scammer reassured me that it was fine.
You have quite a sort of a jokey
Yes.
sort of exchange where you sort of said, "Oh, prove to me that you're my daughter."
If you like, my heart was really my head.
When did the penny drop?
Well, I think it was when we had this nice little conversation where she said, "Thank you, I do appreciate it," etc., etc. I think she said, "I love you, Mum." Mm-hmm. And I felt very warmed and appreciated. And then she says, "And now I need 1,400 and something or other." I just started thinking, what's going on?
And did you call your real daughter?
Yes.
And of course you were saying?
She said, "Well, what are you on about? I'm fine, you know." At the time, I felt, I really am an old lady. I don't go around feeling I'm a very old lady most of the time. I didn't want to tell anybody.
But you weren't stupid. They're just very good at their job.
Yes.
It's clear that social media and communication apps are rich pickings for scammers.
80% of all fraud carried out in the UK is committed online. There's accounts who find you with deals that are too good to be true, or that you can win something simply by answering a question.
You could easily assume they are genuine competitions, but in reality, they're just a clever technique to steal your profile.
And this is one such account with this sort of bizarre offer. You get given a riddle, and if you answer it, you get £1,000. So let's see what happens. So here it is. Hiya, you will probably get this wrong. An ex-policeman lost his house, his car, and his girlfriend. What did he lose first? The winner gets £1,000. Tricky. Ex-policeman, could it be his job? Let's see if I reply with his job. See what happens. So we've sent. Do we get to win £1,000 for solving a not so difficult riddle, but a riddle nonetheless? Shall I just say, can I have £1,000 now? Oh, hang on. Send me your PayPal, she says. Double kiss. Do I really get 1K? Yeah. Use some vowels. She says that in order for the money to be sent, her sponsor needs quick verification. But this is really key. It says a verification code will be sent via SMS to confirm your payment.
And spoiler alert, this is how the scam works.
This scammer is going to try and take over our account by using our mobile number that is associated with this account. And this verification code, which will be sent to us as confirmation of payment, is actually going to be a one-time password.
So if we were to fill out the forgotten password on a website like Facebook, let's say, it would text us a code to our mobile.
So if she says, oh, did you get the verification code? Let me just check, what is it? If we gave her that code, then she'd have all she needs to take over our account.
Email and password details being hacked from popular websites dominate the news on an almost monthly basis. This is known as a data breach, after which lists of private details are readily available online. But how do you know if your password has been caught up in this type of hack?
Sometimes, through no fault of your own, your password may have been leaked or exposed by hackers on the World Wide Web. Now, there is an easy way to find out if your password has been leaked. You go to a website like this one, haveibeenpawned.com, P-W-N-E-D. Now, we have an email that we can try. It's one of the team. They don't use it anymore, so I'm going to paste it in here, and I'm going to ask this website, oh no, pawned, it says. There's 9 places on the internet where this has been breached. That means that the password is available to hackers. The password that's associated with that email address. It's really easy. It takes less than a second. It costs nothing. Stick your email address in there. If your password appears to have been pawned, change it and change it immediately.